to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you really enjoyed this review, make sure you share it with your friends so that other... What now? What fucking now? Hey Allie, I really enjoyed your Sonic review. It was really long, but also really enjoyable. But I think you're missing one more. Take care. P.S. There's a package at the front door. A package at the front door? Let's see what's in this fucking package. Ah! What the hell was that? I told you guys, this was a game that I was supposed to skip. This game does not exist. I fucking told you that. Why did you send me this shit? This was not supposed to be reviewed. This was supposed to be flat out skipped. Well, there's only one thing left for me to do. After a 5-year absence, after all that wait, after all that bullshit, Awful Games is back! Yes, people, Awful Games is back and better than ever. And what perfect timing too, since this year is my YouTube channel's 10th anniversary. So last time on Awful Games, we took a look at the worst mainline Sonic game to date, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. And since we ended Awful Games with a Sonic game, we're reviving it with another Sonic game. This one in particular is very interesting. See, this one is based on a TV series called Sonic Boom. This series features all new character designs for Sonic and his friends. Honestly, when I saw the new designs, I really didn't mind them. In fact, I'd say they're pretty faithful to the modern Sonic counterparts, though Knuckles is a bit too buff. As for the TV show, I've only seen clips of it on YouTube. To be honest, it's pretty funny and entertaining. It's a shame the games are nowhere near as good though. Now there have been 3 games released based on this series. 2 of them were released on the Nintendo 3DS, Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal and Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. Both were developed by Sanzaru Games. But the one we're taking a look at is a real stinker. And that is the Wii U exclusive, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Oh boy, you guys are in for a treat. This one is developed by Big Red Button, who were former Naughty Dog developers. And after playing this, I can see why they're former Naughty Dog developers. So anyway, what went wrong with Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric? Is it really that bad? Well, let's find out. Oh, and before we begin, here's a fun fact. Sonic Boom in Japan is called Sonic Tune. This makes a lot of sense since the Japanese soundtrack for Sonic CD didn't have Sonic Boom as the opening theme. Though it would be pretty funny if the show and the games were called Toot Toot Sonic Warrior. So anyway, when you start the game, you get this long ass update. And this update is completely useless because the game is still a piece of shit. So don't waste your time waiting. Version 1.1.0? How about you give me version good instead? This game uses CryEngine? Shit. Not even Crytek would save this abomination of a game. So now we finally begin the game. So the story begins with Sonic at...
No!
Damn, that was dark. Anyway, the story begins with Sonic and friends chasing Dr. Eggman and Metal Sonic once again. They split, and Metal Sonic chases Amy and Knuckles while Sonic and Tails chase Eggman. After reuniting and defeating an army of robots, they discover this mysterious tomb with ancient carvings of Sonic and Tails. Before Metal Sonic attacks with even more robots, Sonic opens the door and they all go inside in hopes of being safe. Unfortunately for Sonic and friends, things start to get worse. Here they discover an ancient statue that resembles a snake, and once they get closer, the statue is free from a 1,000-year imprisonment. After escaping the tomb, they meet up with Cliff, who explains everything about this creature, and he is the evil snake known as Lyric, who is the last survivor of the Ancients, a long-lost civilization destroyed by Lyric himself. Now Sonic and his friends have to defeat both Eggman and Lyric and save the Chaos Crystals. So yeah, that's the basic premise of this game. Unfortunately, the story gets even worse. Sonic games aren't known for great stories, but this story is very poor. Shadow the Hedgehog is in this game, but he's just there. Unfortunately, the gameplay isn't much better. Oh man, oh boy, there is so much wrong with this game. I don't even know where to begin. It's like the developers knew fuck all about how to make a Sonic game, let alone a good Sonic game. Just about everything you love about the Sonic series is gone, completely gone. Whether you're a classic fan or a modern fan, you will absolutely hate it. Everything fun about the Sonic Adventure series, Colors and Generations, gone. All gone. The biggest problem with this game is that it's so goddamn boring. I mean, for fuck's sake, as bad as some of the other 3D Sonic games were, at least they didn't put me to sleep. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss Sonic 06. I miss Secret Rings. I miss the Werehog stages in Unleashed. And yes, I even miss Black Knight. Hell, I would rather play the bootleg Sonic games. Sonic Adventure 7, Sonic 3D Blast 5. Hell, give me Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis on the Game Boy Advance back. This shit is unacceptable. And hey, remember when I complained about how Sonic being slow in Sonic Labyrinth on the Game Gear was bad? Well, guess what? It's the same fucking shit here! But in Labyrinth's defense, at least it made sense from a storyline perspective. Here, he's slow for no fucking reason! To make matters worse, the worlds in this game are so empty and lifeless. You're walking and walking and walking, and it feels like it takes forever to get shit done. This game is called Sonic Boom, yet there's nothing Sonic about it and nothing Boom about it. They should just change the name to Sonic Bullshit! In fact, none of the characters run fast. The only time you run fast is during boost rings. And these boost rings only let you run down a path or on water like you're God or something. Speaking of water, you can't swim in this game at all! And swimming has been the staple since the very first game! As soon as you jump on the water, you're dead! Now that is just straight up bullshit! Also, you keep crashing into these rocks during boost time. It's really annoying. Okay, I think I've ranted enough here. Now, what about the other characters? One thing I'll give this game credit for is the different characters and their unique abilities. First, there's Tails. Sadly, he doesn't fly, but he does glide. However, underneath Hugh's fans, he could definitely fly higher, albeit for a short period of time though. He also has a little toy robot named BuddyBot, who helps him with small places he can't get inside, and that's just a really stupid gimmick. Then there's Knuckles, the strongest of the bunch. He can climb up certain walls and burrow underground. Sadly, he doesn't glide, obviously because of his size. Then there's Amy Rose, who uses her mallet to defeat enemies and swing on poles. She can also walk on narrow lines. Sonic can also do homing attacks, but like in Unleashed, the homing attack is a second button. Way to go a step backwards, developers! You can also use your grappling hook to cross certain areas, and that's kinda cool, I guess? And really, those are the only positive things I can say about the gameplay. Then there's the combat. Not much else to say about it. It's boring as shit, just like the rest of the game. Enemies take forever to kill, and it's not just during boss fights, but also during regular fights. Whenever I'm playing these parts, I'm like, Come the fuck on. Hurry the fuck up and die already. My god. You can also use your grappling hook to grab and throw enemies, but when you throw them, the controls feel very, very stiff. And to make matters worse, the frame rate drops horribly. In fact, the whole game has frame rate issues. During combat, during 2-player mode, hell, even just walking around certain areas. The game's target frame rate is 30 frames per second, so that's already a bad sign. But it gets much worse when it doesn't stay at that target frame rate. Then there's the random glitches that pop up. What? What?
Looks like going right is the safest path.
The fuck? Then there are these tedious puzzle solving moments, and you have to do these a lot. Why the hell would they even include these in a Sonic game? And you know what's the biggest insult to injury in this game? You wanna know? You really wanna know? You have to use your fucking gamepad! Yeah! You have to use that fucking Etch-a-Sketch looking controller. Can't use the Pro Controller. Can't use anything else. Unless, of course, you're playing 2-player. And trust me, that's a whole different can of worms. When playing 2-player, you can only control Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, whereas player 1 controls Sonic entirely with the gamepad. So either way, if you're playing player 1, you have to use the gamepad. And the only thing the gamepad is useful for is to zoom in and look around the area, even though this could be easily an option for the Pro Controller. Now ain't that some bullshit? This game also has side missions, and every time you complete them, you get a new power glyph. These power glyphs are pretty much useless. They don't help you at all. They're supposed to give you enhancements, but as far as I can tell, they don't do anything. So what's the point of completing these missions other than to waste time? You can also get money back upgrades. But you want to know how you do it? You really want to know? You have to buy Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal on the 3DS to get them. This game is so bad, you need another game to unlock everything. Isn't that sad? Now imagine buying this game and Shattered Crystal at launch. You have to pay over $60 for everything. Wow, Sega, you really scammed your fans there. Fuck you for doing this. I think I ranted enough about the gameplay and the content. The graphics are okay, but there are obvious low quality textures. Sometimes there are obvious texture pop-ins, and this isn't good for a 2014 Wii U game. The music. Oh my fucking god, the music. Say what you will about all the previous Sonic games, even the worst ones like Sonic 06, but at least they had great soundtracks. Soundtracks that I could go back and listen to. Sonic Boom's music is soulless, dull, forgettable. It's empty and lifeless. This, combined with Sonic running so slow, make everything so damn boring. All you hear is this boring ass generic adventure music while running so slow all the fucking time. Where's the kick-ass dance music from the classic era or the heart-pumping rock music from the modern era? None of that shit is here. Nothing. It's just empty-ass music. Fuck! The voice acting is fine, but only during cutscenes. In-game voice acting? Forget it. They won't shut the fuck up. And they say the dumbest shit like, can never grab too many rings. Speed time. Bounce bad. Bouncy bouncy. Like, can you shut the fuck up? God damn. Oh, and all the characters look like Muppets when they talk during in-game cutscenes. Yeah. I'm done. I'm fucking done. There's nothing else to say. Bottom line, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is the worst Sonic game of all time. Yes, even worse than Sonic 06. Yes, even worse than the bootleg Sonic Adventure 7 on the Game Boy Color. This game deserves to rot in the deepest depths of hell. Fuck this game, and fuck you, Big Red Button. No wonder why Sony and Naughty Dog fired your asses. Now, with all that being said, you're probably wondering, am I gonna destroy this game? You really think I'm gonna destroy this game? Come on, man. Why would I destroy something as valuable as a video game? Come on. Come on, guys. Like, come on. You gotta treat it with care. You have to treat it, even the worst games, you have to treat it very carefully. Here's what you gotta do, folks. You take the disc, you take it out, and you gotta make sure that it's in excellent condition. Very nice. Clean it. Make sure it's in perfect condition. Very good condition. Very, very, very good condition. Very good condition. Look at that. Look at that. Excellent. That's how you treat a game. That is how you treat a good game. Look at that. Look at that. No scratches, no marks, nothing. Perfect condition. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Isn't this amazing? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Excellent condition. Worth selling on eBay for $100. Man, this is perfect, man. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, but what about the case? What about the case? You gotta make sure it's perfect. You gotta make sure this thing is great too. Oh, let's see. The instruction manual. Make sure there are no marks in it whatsoever. Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Perfect. Very good. Very good condition. Perfect. Look at that. Excellent. Perfect. This is going on eBay. I guarantee you people are going to buy this. Worth the money. Very much worth the money. And I know a perfect place to put this game. Into the garbage you go. You know, I wonder who sent that package. Whew. Crisis averted.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants. What suckers and fear.
Oh, and one more thing. Whoever developed this game and took everything that made Sonic great and turned it into shit is nothing but a real dirt. Enough said.